Ordinarily, of course, I'd say more from Sharif next week, but he's actually having a few weeks off due to moving house, so I'm going to have to rack my brains and see what else we can come up with for 8 o'clock on the Breakfast of Champions. It's now time for...
Manchester's Young Talent.
Myself, Doris.
Manchester Young Talent, it's Serena.
Yo, this is MK.
Amy B.
Yes, Tap D from microphone. Tap D, aka Cold Boy, aka LBGOG all day, every day.
This is Flawless.
Yes, Twisted.
This is Kai Music.
Kane is in the building. Hurricane King Kane.
Yes, it's your boy Trixie Trix.
Sir Frost.
Hey, Ryan Jarvis Music.
Yes, Beste, Wagwan, man. Bless to everyone repping the thing, yo, Manchester, yeah? One.
Welcome to Manchester's Young Talent on Breakfast of Champions, All FM 96.9 with me, Beste. And on this week's edition, we've got D.Millz as the featured artist. Since him last being on Manchester's Young Talent, he's released 2 mixtapes, a joint mixtape with Merx Muller, which is Muller meets Millz, and a solo mixtape that is Pounds Grands Millz. He's done numerous videos, had plays on BBC Radio 1 Extra, and is now pursuing a solo career. Here he is talking about all of this in our telephone interview. So D.Millz, can you tell us about these 2 new mixtapes that you've released since you've last been on the show?
Yeah, since I've last been on the show, the first mixtape that we dropped at the start of March was a joint mixtape with me and Merx Muller, and that was the Muller meets Millz mixtape. It did alright, man. I think it was around about 3,000 downloads the first week.
That's a major hit.
Yeah,
really.
it was alright, man. That was from ukrapmusic.com. I've not really checked since then, so I mean, I don't know what it's on now, but yeah, it did good first week. Moving on from that, I just dropped Pounds Grands Millz, hosted by DJ Cage, on Monday, 30th of April. Yeah, that's a brand new 16-track solo mixtape. You can get that from dmills.co.uk.
Right now.
Listen and download on datpiff.com.
I mean, now you're actually pursuing a solo career as like as a recording artist as well. And what my question to you is do you think this is better for your career or worse in a way? What is it? How's it going to work out for D.Millz?
To be honest, I don't think much is going to change. Because I mean, even going back to when I dropped my first mixtape, Up North Thoughts, 2010, I was completely solo. I wasn't affiliated with no kind of movement or anything like that. And then for the second one, More Thoughts from Up North, I was affiliated with Fedayeen Regime. But I mean, other than the mixing and the mastering side of things, the other half of Fedayeen, like the other members and whatever, didn't really have no input. I think we recorded about 3 tracks in the space of 2 years or something. So it didn't really add or take away from what I was doing anyway. And then I had the short-lived affiliation with RRT earlier this year. Again, we only did 1 track together that was on the Muller meets Millz mixtape. Other than that, we did nothing. So to be honest, it's not really going to make a difference. I think, I'm going to progress regardless. So.
Yeah, it's nothing going to stop you. I mean, I feel like your newest release, Pounds Grands Millz, that is actually this week, just 2-3 days ago. Do you know what I mean? I feel like this is one of your strongest mixtapes to date.
I appreciate that, fam. I agree, innit? I'd agree. I'd say that's definitely it's definitely the best body of work that I've put together. A couple of the tracks, maybe 2 or 3 of them, people might have heard before. It was a little old, but everything else is fresh. I kind of wrapped that up within the space of a month or something this year. So, but yeah, I'd agree. I'd say that's definitely my strongest mixtape out of the 3 or 4 that I've put out.
But things are actually moving from strength to strength. We need to let people know, like, you're going to be supporting Mayhem SAS in Edinburgh later on this year, right? What can people expect from this, and how did it come about?
Yeah. I'm going to be supporting SAS up in Edinburgh, Studio 24 on June the 1st. I'll be doing a joint set with Merx Muller. There's a few other acts on. Shout out to Mad Hat, shout out to Villain and Regime and all them. That came about from my Scottish Connect Jay from Music Comes First Records. He's booked me for a few gigs in Edinburgh. I think this is my 3rd or 4th.
Alright, cool. So the new mixtape you released this week, you've actually been releasing videos for it as well. What can you tell us about these?
Yeah, I released the intro. The intro to the mixtape is that was kind of me venting how I feel about the music industry and, you know, certain people in the scene or whatever and the way things are. That's just like a straight 48 bars. The intro video was released on, I think I released that Friday or Saturday, I can't remember. I think it was Friday night. Yeah, yourself, you got a cameo in that. Capital KO got a cameo in that. Yeah, I dropped that one. Then the day after, 2 days after, I dropped the Would You freestyle, which was originally a Sneakbo and Political Peak song. I just kind of took their beat and it kind of flipped the concept because they didn't really run with the concept of the sample or the beat. So, you know, I kind of took it upon myself to do that. Other than that, I've been releasing videos off this CD since December. I dropped You Don't Know Me. I did the video to that in December. And then in January, I dropped Grind Like Me, Back Against the Wall, and The Intense Rhythm with Manchester's own Tap D. So yeah, there's a few videos out there and there's more in the pipeline still.
And there's actually a place where people can go to actually watch these like all on one channel. They can actually subscribe to the channel and everything. It's a new YouTube channel that you've created and everything.
Yeah. They could go check that out at youtube.com/UpNorthMillz TV, and that's Mills with a Z. Every video I've ever done, or even been featured in, done a cameo in, or anything like that, is all on the channel. Yeah, people can subscribe, leave comments and whatever. A lot of the videos, I won't say all because not all, but there's a few videos on D.Millz.co.uk as well. So yeah, they're out there, man. People can find them.
So Mills, we're going to be going in now with Would You, and then we're going to be going straight in with intro. So do you want to let the people know, like...
Yeah, all right. Yeah, this is D.Millz. The first track up is going to be Would You. That's track 7, I think, on the Pounds, Grands, Mills mixtape. And that's going to be followed by the intro, which, yeah, is obviously track 1 to Pounds, Grand, Mills. So D.Millz, Pounds, Grands, Mills, hosted by DJ Cage. Go and get that.
Manchester. Yeah, so let's get into this one. The Would You freestyle? All right, D.Millz. Just go in, my brother. Just go in.
Right for me, right for you. Die for me, die for you.
Yo, you know the streets I'm thinking this, isn't it?
Would you hide the truth? Would you only be my friend inside the booth? Would you back me up?
UK rap stand
up? Would you call? Would you put every bounce on the ice door? Would you be there for me? Or would you turn it back? Would you prove to be nothing but a dirty rat? Look what you think's about you if you heard the track. You know the saying, if it fits, you should wear the cap. Would you tell me I was wrong or be a yes man? Would you bite your lip or would you get it off your chest, man? Would you help me up if I was down and out? Would you take my word every time without a doubt? Would you keep a secret? Could I trust you? Or would you make me wanna say, tell me I was wrong.
Yeah.
Would you help me?
I told you, man. You know what's putting in the work.
All FM.
We're going all the way up north now. Alright, D.Millz. Pound Grand Mills. Madness. Wow.
Yeah, I talk a lot of shit, but I can back it up. Check the resume, I've bodied every track I touched. Got some recognition, you know how long I waited. Then C said my mixtape was nominated for the hip-hop tape of the year, that's love. Now I wait for the hate to appear. And while I'm waiting, shout out the OMAs. But still the thought of quitting won't go away. And I ain't saying it for sympathy, but I'm starting to believe that somebody got it in for me. I hear man out here trying to use me for my links, like I didn't already know. I ain't as stupid as you think. Starting to hear the radio makes me feel insulted. Should be spinning me instead of spinning all this issue. I really need a fire in the booth. I'm really sick and tired of hearing liars in the booth. Don't get it twisted, I ain't taking shots at Charlie Slot. You give me airplay when other man have piled me off, but I ain't feeling lyricking well. I liked Animal, but you know I shut him down like Capital. True stories, that's word to K-Log. Who I think's the hardest out? K-Cole, hardest in money. I say that it's Top D, hardest best in my town, hands down, that's me. 23 Media, Unity, all of them, Claudio, Stylers, Beste, all of them. It's only right that I shout them out. They putting on for the city and that's without a doubt. I can't say much about one way. Maybe they'll get back to me one day. Man behind the scenes, see them trying to blackball. I try to rise above it and just stand tall. Real talk though, I'm sick of getting heard. Gotta beat for somebody, that's the trick to getting heard. Believe me, I remember those who done me wrong. Like I remember those who put me on. There ain't many though, I guess nothing's changed there. And whoever's on the throne, no I claim air. It's my time now, I feel that I'm able to take it further, sign a deal with a label. Yeah, I made a little change, I wanna earn more. I deserve more, number ones in a world tour. Always salute and pay homage to those before. Yeah, you know the man that's paved the way, open doors. Dudes are debating if it's truth that I'm stating. It's proof that they're hating the moves that I'm making. To write these bars, I swear it took patience. This the intro, 50 bars of frustration.
Man, that's right.
Manchester's young talent.
More from Beste and Manchester's young talent next week. Now it's time for the